നമസ്തേ. കേരളത്തിന്റെ ആരാധ്യനായ, ആദരണീയനായ, വളരെ ശക്തനായ, അതിശക്തനായ ഹിസ് എക്സലൻസി ഗവർണർ ആരിഫ് മുഹമ്മദ് ഖാനാണ് ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങളോടൊപ്പം ഉള്ളത്. അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ഈ അഭിമുഖത്തിലേക്ക് സ്നേഹാദരങ്ങളോടെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു.
Thank you
very much for being with us. The government in principle has decided to remove you from the post of Chancellor, and for that they are bringing an ordinance. How you view?
I won't like to react to that. Everybody in this country, but government has the right to propose an ordinance. But ordinance does not become law on its own. And have you received the official information?
Yes, cabinet has decided.
It has been officially.
Yes.
So one wonders, when I offered them, why did they not accept it then?
Chief Minister requested you to
not only requested me, he wrote 3 letters which I rejected.
Yeah.
For 30 days, every file which came from universities, I redirected it to the office of the Chief Minister. And during that time, he wrote 3 letters urging me that you will have to you only will continue as Chancellor. But this government, I said, why but, if and but? You take over the Chancellorship. Because what you have made me do in the case of Kannur University was total illegality. But since you brought in the Advocate General into picture, he gave his opinion to you and you brought it to me, I did not want to enter into that contest, and I agreed, accepted his advice, although I was fully convinced in my mind, and I have written in the letter that I accepted this advice against my own better judgment.
Okay.
But you are going to make me do something of the similar nature. You want to have your wish prevail by breaking the law, and you want to sign me that paper. Therefore, you do it yourself. And why they did not accept it? Because they came to know that UGC will not accept it. The academic world will not accept. Now they are not serious. If they were really serious, they would have accepted it at that time. They know this is open, particularly now after Supreme Court's judgment. The Honorable Supreme Court has said state government has no role in the appointment of the Vice Chancellor.
Yes.
If they have no role in the appointment of the Vice Chancellor, they will keep appointing chancellors, various chancellors of various universities, and then through him manipulate the universities. I don't think that they are serious about it. They are doing it only for optics.
Why they are removing you?
Who are they to remove me? They are only proposing.
Yeah.
Who are they? It is not, but at the same time I want to say that if what you are telling me is right and the ordinance comes to me, I will ask them as earlier I have asked, and they have always failed, which bills I am holding back. Where I ask them to come for briefing, I have certain queries, you satisfy my queries, and they have never turned up. I think on this issue also, I have little hope that they will turn up, but if the ordinance comes and they come and brief me, and I am satisfied that this is intended to target me, then I won't like to be judge of my own cause.
Okay.
In that case, this is riddled with so many ifs, that if I come to the conclusion that I am the target, then I won't like to decide anything about it. I will refer the matter to Honorable President of India.
You won't sign?
No, where is the question of my signing on something which goes against the established conventions? Autonomy of the university, the principle of non-interference by the executive is a universally accepted convention developed over a period of hundreds of years. In India, it was not the sweet will of the state legislature. The governor was made the chancellor. It was to ensure autonomy of the university and to stop interference by the executive. That duty was given. It was not just in Kerala, it was in all these states. There is similarity. So who are they to say that as if they have done any favor to the governor? No.
So universities in Kerala are already politicized, and if you are moved out of chancellor post,
there is a possibility.
Then what will happen?
No. Why I should speculate? I don't think that in this country now anybody maybe in position of authority, they will be allowed to violate the constitutional provisions and also the conventions which have developed over a long period of time and which have developed to meet certain necessities. The necessities that it must be ensured that the executive will not interfere in the affairs of the university. Here executive want to, whatever so far they have been doing illegally, they want to do it in a legal manner so that they can easily make all the positions in the university, they can reserve these positions for their own cadre. That is not possible. But I will not take decision. If I come to the conclusion that the target of the ordinance is me, then I will not sit in judgment.
Honorable High Court refrained you from issuing orders against Vice Chancellors.
No, they have said, and I think that's a right view, that this writ is, they have restrained me from taking action on the explanations which have come till the time court finally takes decision on the writ petition. And they had already given the date, but since I was not here, therefore our lawyer requested the Honorable High Court to give an extension of few more days.
Why you removed your standing counsel in High Court?
No, I have not removed. No. He has been serving in that capacity for a long period of time, which he himself has said. And said it is time that someone else takes the responsibility. I have not removed him.
Yesterday, High Court judge openly stated that the governor has limited powers and he can do nothing against government. The High Court judge, he openly stated that the governor has limited powers.
Every authority has limited power. What is so special about it? But if the constitutional machinery starts collapsing, then what power constitution gives to governor, everybody knows. And if you are threatening that you will not allow vice chancellors, interim arrangement, who are appointed as acting vice chancellor under the interim arrangement, to take charge, you will create hurdles for them, then I have given a warning. That will be beginning of the collapse of the constitutional machinery.
So you have already registered your displeasure against the Finance Minister of Kerala. Okay, and you have clearly specified certain reasons. And you requested Chief Minister to take action against him.
No, I said constitutionally appropriate action. I am asking you to take constitutionally appropriate action against him. Why I am not surprised. Why I am not surprised that Finance Minister has spoken. He has tried to stoke the fires of regionalism, provincialism, try to erect that wall of separation between various states of India. But I am not surprised if he does not take action, because here the kind of people this leadership has, the convener of the LDF is barred from flying for his unruly behavior inside the plane. Barred. And he is the leader of the LDF, convener. One minister openly, publicly trashes the Constitution of India. He sat under public pressure, but the leadership has not said a word, uttered a word of warning to him. Another minister, it appears as if he had seen some Pakistani document on Kashmir, and he, in his Facebook writing or speech, he reproduced the whole thing. They do not say a word to him. So why you should be surprised if the Finance Minister, who spoke against who said things which can weaken the national unity of India, if the Chief Minister does not take notice of it? He did not take notice of the man who trashed the Constitution of India. And if you go little deeper into it, these are the things which are taught to their cadre in their training camps. It is only an accident that some of them sometimes, what they believe in, sometimes they express publicly, and that becomes an issue. That is, they basically, this, I have earlier said, therefore I can repeat it. They believe in ideology which originated outside India, which believes in the legitimacy of violence. And I tell you one thing, those who believe in the legitimacy of violence, they lose sense of any moral or ethical value. They become unscrupulous. I am not saying about any particular person. Anybody who believes in violence, you will find he will, short period of time, he will become totally unscrupulous.
Sir, every Tom, Dick and Harry is criticizing you.
Oh, let them.
They are abusing you.
This is the beauty of democracy. Anybody can kill, not ministers. If they will do, then I will.
You are not losing your temper.
Oh, not at all.
You are enjoying.
I am enjoying. I am enjoying. Because the number of those, you are saying everybody, number of those who are overwhelmingly expressing their goodwill and appreciation, that number is far too high to take. Why I waste my time on these people? Better things are available.
My friend forwarded a question. He requested me to ask you. The Chief Minister and his ministers have taken oath, preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of India as by law established. Okay. So when they attack the governor verbally or by way of social media posts, they are violating the oath of office and they should be disqualified from holding office.
Well, that is a viewpoint. That is a viewpoint, and there is a lot of substance in what has been said. But I have already told you, more than criticizing the governor, particularly Chief Minister, if you answer, because he has been elected, I won't act unless the total machinery collapses. I can live with this criticism. The real violation of the oath is when You run the government as the government of the cadre, by the cadre and for the cadre. When ordinary person from Kerala, ordinary girls, boys, young boys, educated, they lose every hope. And they migrate to other states, seeking job. Because they are convinced that nothing can be done here. All jobs, right from universities down to municipal corporation, they are all reserved for the cadre. That is a greater violation of oath than criticizing the governor. Governor does not matter. But a young Keralite losing hope in his state and feeling that there is no equal protection of the law available to him. It will be only the members of the party, the cadre, who will be employed. They may not be qualified, but they will be employed. We stand no chance. And they decide to go to Delhi, to Karnataka, to other states. Going outside must be encouraged, I feel. There is no problem with that. But losing hope and then going outside is a dangerous phenomenon. You have lost hope. There is no prospect for me here. All bright students after 12th, 10 plus 2, they migrate. Yes. You talk to them. I asked this group in Delhi. Yeah. I invited them. I asked them. I said, I'm not trying to persuade you to go back to Kerala, but I want to know the reason. You are so bright. Why have you chosen to pursue higher studies outside Kerala? Then one of them said to me, he said, there are many reasons, but one reason in itself is sufficient to take this decision. He said, if I get into a course of 4 years duration, in Kerala if I pursue it, it will, minimum time it will require will be 5.5 years. So by coming to Delhi, by coming to Karnataka, we save 1.5 years. There is so much, these student wing of the parties, every university, every month you hear one incident of violence, another incident of violence, even murders, and then every day there is a strike. And if they don't feel any hesitation in saying that we will not allow Vice Chancellor, acting Vice Chancellor appointed by the Chancellor, we will not allow him to enter the campus. You can simply imagine the reign of terror which is continuing in Kerala.
Sir, after all these, the government and Team Pinarayi, they go on saying that we have the mandate of people's mandate.
Yeah. People's mandate.
That is our strength.
Yeah, right.
So,
people's mandate is to run the government according to law. People's mandate is not there to violate the law. You have to, if you respect the people's mandate, then you will have to, the oath which you take is, I shall do justice to all manner of people without fear or favor. Here you have reserved every position for your party cadre. Mandate is not democracy. Mandate is for rule of law, not rule of the elected leader. Rule of law. That is not, if that is what they say, then that is not correct understanding of our system.
How long people of Kerala should suffer all these?
No, why suffer?
Yes.
Why I don't see this anywhere. Rather, people are
hoping. Do you
hoping.
think that Kerala people are happy with this government, this system?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that people of Kerala at least have started entertaining the hope that something positive may happen in the universities. Not because of me, because of this Honorable Supreme Court's judgment.
So Mr. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, he thinks that he is above all. You know, he was an accused in a political murder case. He is an accused in Lavalin case. And he is an accused because the Lokaयुക്ത is considering that case, flood relief fund, some related to that case. But no investigation agency can touch him. Everybody is aware that he and his office is fully aware of this Trivandrum case, that gold smuggling case. And even the main accused, she told that he is aware, and his then Principal Secretary was arrested and remanded in judicial custody.
But the revelations which were made later were not made at that time. Possibly, as some people have told me, that the accused was hoping that she will be helped by the collaborators. The help did not come. Therefore, all these new revelations have come into light.
But at that time she was helpless.
Right. That is what I am saying, that all these details were not available at that time. They have come to light now. So, we must have trust in our agencies. And don't forget that even it takes time, but the arms of the law are very long. Even Prime Minister had to stand in the before the court as an accused. So law will spare anybody. It may take time, because for some time you are in power, you are trying to protect or something, but things, their footprint are left.
All the co-accused will be caught. You're sure?
No, I'm not saying that. I do not know who the co-accused is. What I am saying is that law finds some way or other and it prevails. It is like the rush of water. You block the way, it will find some other way.
Why don't you interfere into it? Why don't you interfere into it?
Let me first settle the question of universities. For me, that is more important, because it involves the future generations, future of our younger people. Kerala has one of the most robust school systems. Kerala has transformed itself because of the teachings of great social reformers and saints. I would say Shri Narayan Guru, for instance. So, at the school level, very healthy system is there. What is worrisome are the universities. All our talent after 10+2 goes outside. This is not what I am saying. Bharat Ratna Dr. C.N.R. Rao in his letter has said that research work in Kerala University has come to a stop, because all bright students go and join universities in other states. So that is punishing individual or something that may be important from the angle of upholding the law, but that is not so important. What is important, that we should take necessary steps to save the future of our young people. That to me is more important.
Now they are bringing an ordinance to oust you from the chancellorship.
Ordinance cannot oust you.
I fear they will bring ordinance to remove you from the post of governor. I fear, Mr.
How can they?
I fear, sir. Because they will go to any extent. I fear Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan will influence the centre and the Honourable President of India to call you back.
Well, I will accept the decision.
He himself is saying that he is powerful and double-hearted politician.
You see, that is why I use that phrase. That here, the worrisome situation is that people are losing hope. They feel that they cannot be freed from this stranglehold. This is a dangerous situation. Leadership anywhere should never allow this situation to develop. Because when people become desperate, and if they lose hope, they will become desperate. If they become desperate, then it's a very negative sign.
Do you think that...
I feel no need to feel desperate. You should have confidence in yourself.
We trust you. We all believe that you will do something.
Trust yourself more than trusting me. If we create enough awareness in the state, no politician, and particularly those who break the law, their feet are feet of clay. They run away.
Do you think that the opposition is proactive?
No, everybody is free to decide what role they want to play. Possibly, there was no need for me to speak about several things if I did not suspect that there is appears to be some tacit agreement, understanding. And I thought if normal channel is not bringing it to light, my duty is to bring it to light.
The government and LDF, they are trying to influence a section of media too. Yesterday, Kerala Union of Working Journalists staged a protest march to Raj Bhavan.
Don't have any misgivings on that account. Most of the media people who were in part of that march, many of them called me and they explained. They said, here the ruling party's channel, and if they ask us to join them and we do not join them, you can realize the consequences. I said, I have all my sympathy with you. Raise slogans against me with all vigor and zeal. I have sympathy for them. Honestly, I have sympathy. Media houses, they have to do business in Kerala. And they are dealing with people who are totally unscrupulous, who believe in the views of violence, pressure tactics, anything they can do. If they can threaten the governor, the words which has been used is dire consequences. Who uses this language? It is only the mafias who use this language. Or if you say that there are consequences, yes, perfectly fine. Dire consequences. I asked them, I said, tell me where I should come to face the dire consequences. I am ready to come.
Kairali TV is a CPM organ. Okay. What about Media One?
Media One is, I am not ready to make, Media One is Jamaat Islami.
Yeah.
And they have such a strong bias.
The central government has not yet renewed their license and that issue is in court.
I am not aware about that.
Okay.
But I can tell you that they have such a strong prejudice. Without reason they run stories against me. Why? Because what these people have been saying for quite a long time, that if I had not resigned in 1986, Shah Bano would not have become an issue. So they have that bias against me. You are not possibly aware, but the 5 attempts which were made on my life, the last one was most fatal, most dangerous. And all boys were identified in Jamia Millia who had hit on my head with rod. And when I reached the hospital, doctors were of the view that another 10 minutes and it would have become difficult for them to save. Every one of them belonged to the youth wing of Jamaat Islam. So if they are ready, I have already told you, people who believe in the legitimacy of violence, they are the most unscrupulous. They have the potential to become very unscrupulous. They will do anything. And both of them believe in the legitimacy of violence.
Do you have any life threat from CPM?
Somebody asked this question. Don't you fear? I said, the day I come to believe that except the Supreme Being, any other person can shorten my life or extend my life, I will start fearing people. But so far, today though I am, so much security is there, I am holding a high office. 1986, after my resignation, even my security was withdrawn. And I was facing threats. That did not deter me from pursuing the stand which I had taken. I continued going all over the country and speaking about that nasty legislation which was brought to reverse the judgment of the Supreme Court. So these things, the day I come to believe that yes, any human agency can shorten or extend my life, I will start fearing. So far, it has not touched me.
Who is going to win this battle?
It's not a question of winning. The law must win. Constitution must win. Universities' autonomy must win. It is not a question of individuals' fight.
Who will save the people of Kerala from the clutches of this
people of Kerala? No, people of Kerala themselves. No outsider.
They are capable.
They will, if they are not, they will become capable. The enthusiasm which today I am seeing, it speaks volumes. If that new awareness comes, if it is consolidated, then it is herald of so many things. People of Kerala themselves, and I fully believe, have full confidence in the people of Kerala.
What message you have to convey?
We must, this country, we should never forget that when this country was totally politically fragmented, it was the son of Kerala who laid the foundation for the cultural and the spiritual unity of India. And what's the government of free India was able to achieve under through Sardar Patel, the political unification of India, it became possible only because the foundations were laid by a son of Kerala, great Shankaracharya. So we have a special duty cast on us to strengthen the unity of India and not to allow any vociferous forces to weaken our national unity.
Thank you very much, sir, for spending your valuable time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.